Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial I'll show you how to make this neck scarf. Now I'll show you how to make this self-tie neck scarf, which looks like that. To make this scarf I'll be using tartan fabric and lining fabric. This is gorgeous wool tartan fabric and this is navy lining which I'll be using, and these two pieces are 94 centimeters long and 8 centimeters wide, both pieces. This is right side of the tartan fabric. I'm placing lining on top like that, folding in half, pinning the center there, and now I'm pinning both layers of the pattern pieces together like that. Next I'll cut corners on each end, so I'll be cutting on a diagonal there like that on one side, and on other side I will cut opposite way, so this is facing down and this corner will face up. So I'm cutting this corner off on a diagonal, so as you can see this is facing down and this is facing up. Next I'll sew these two pattern pieces together. I'll leave middle open and I'll sew all around. Now I'll sew these two pattern pieces together. My seam allowance will be 5mm, same width as my sewing machine foot. Both pattern pieces are sewed together. I'm cutting off excess thread off and excess fabric off on corners, as you can see here. And this is how it looks. Next I'll use this middle opening and I'll turn this scarf to the right side, like that. Next I'm using a pin and I'm sharpening corners on this scarf end, like that. This is how it looks. I'll repeat the same process on other side. And here both scarf corners prepared. They look like that, nice and sharp. Next I will sew up this middle opening and I'll be using this invisible thread to sew this opening. This is how this thread looks like. As you can see, it's quite see-through. And now I'm sewing up this opening closed. As you can see, stitching is invisible thanks to this thread. Middle opening is sewed together and this is how it looks. Next I will iron this neck scarf flat. And here's my ironed neck scarf, looks like that. So I have folded this neck scarf in half, both corners are in the same line. Now I'm pinning the center on this neck scarf, like that. And this is my logo label. I'm cutting one piece of my logo label off and I will sew this logo label in the middle there. And this neck scarf is finished. If you have any questions how I made this neck scarf, please comment down below in a comment box. I will add all materials which I used on today's tutorial in the description box. And this is how I can style this scarf. I can make one knot and make both corners longer, or I can make double knot and make both corners a bit shorter, so it looks like that. Or I can untie and have both corners longer hanging at the front. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it was useful. I'll see you next time. Love, Anita.